Hey, let's go ahead and get started with the reading. We just had one card fly out as I said that. So we got the crane. You will soon enter into a beneficial partnership. Luck and longevity bless this union. Now, that does not necessarily mean it is a love situation, okay? This could be a business partnership. So keep that in mind. Keep going, Spirit. Oh, we just had two more jump out. We have the Wren. Be bold and confident. Use all your resources to create your dreams. Listen, this is a very auspicious time. We do have that Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, which is the first and only time that's ever going to happen in our lifetimes. That comes up on April 20th. So we're only days away. I think they're only a degree apart right now. And on the 20th, with that grand conjunction, expect the unexpected. Being that it's in Taurus, like I said, it will never happen in our life again. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And so it's almost like God is going to be financing the next chapter of our lives. So it's almost like we're going to end up with some rapid financial things. Okay. You will see a lot of, the banking institutions. You're going to see them getting bought out. You're going to see them, Uranus is chips. So, microchips and things like that. It's also digital. Uranus is also the higher octave of Mercury. So keep that in mind. We also have the parrot. Let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It's time to embrace who you really are. It's wanting you to be bold and confident and use all your resources and create your dreams. And who gives a shit what anybody else fucking thinks about it? That's what this is all about. These cards right here are telling you, like, you're entering into a beneficial partnership. It could be a love relationship for some of you. It could be a business partnership. It could be the both. You could end up finding somebody that you fall in love with, and the two of you start a business. Bottom of the deck, we have the Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Also, I just heard, like, for some of you, this could also be a family member. You and a family member, go into business together, okay? So there are some... It's so funny because this one's talking about your untapped potential, but this one over here is saying to create your dreams, but it's in your untapped potential that you're going to create these dreams. It's almost like you don't believe in yourself. The universe believes in you more than you believe in yourself. And then you allow other people to come in and parrot to you that you're not good enough. You'll never amount to anything. That dream you have will never be fulfilled. Don't listen to what anybody has to fucking say. They live their life. You live your life. They have one life. You have one life. Make sure that you are living yours to your maximum potential. Okay? Since we're on that theme, I want to do some financial cards today, you guys. Let's see how our finances are looking. All right, we've got Skull. We've got a rough patch, borrowing money, low on cash. So for some of you, if you have been, there could even be somebody here that you end up borrowing money from. Maybe, there's a lot of moonlighting here. For some of you, you could be a healer, hospice, no work, or reinventing your position. And maybe for some of you, reinventing the position is you going into business with someone. It is saying be bold and confident, use all your resources to create your dreams. And maybe that's what it is. You've spent every last dime you have on putting this business together and this new path for yourself. So you definitely have... It says fleeting funds, unknown source, and being guided. Listen, follow your North Star. Yes, you may have, maybe low on funds, but that's okay. Because all it takes is that one phone call, that one lucky break, and all of a sudden you're sitting in a whole nother income bracket, a whole nother tax bracket, as a lot of people like to say. So it says, let go of others' thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are. And then it talks about frame, steady income, organizing, accomplishments, and, it says art and design, home-oriented, and self-employed. Maybe that's the problem is people tell you, oh, you won't be successful when you're self-employed. Listen, I'm self-employed, and I can honestly fucking tell you, It is one of the hardest things that you can possibly do. But you know what? It's bold. And you know what? Anybody who has the balls to be self-employed has like a pat on the back from me. You know why? Because it's so fucking easy to go and get a job where somebody else is paying your fucking bills, somebody else is making your schedule, somebody else is taking out your taxes, somebody else is telling you what to do on a daily fucking basis. When you start your own business, it is one of the hardest fucking things because you are your own marketing. You have to get all your employees, for those of you who have them. You have to sit down and do all your own advertising. You have to make sure that your books are taken care of. You're the one who has to put constant money aside to make sure that you pay the taxes because they rape you for being self-employed because they want you to work for these corporations because they're guaranteed money. Bottom of the deck, ring. We have financial commitments, long-term investment. Career is partnership, working together, and fulfilling career. Listen, I don't know. I'm much more fulfilled working for myself than working for someone else, okay? Doesn't mean that I don't partner, with other people and stuff. If there's other healers that I can partner with and we can do some type of a job together and come together, that's fucking awesome. But my job does not require someone else in the mix. See what I'm saying? So, anybody who sits and talks shit about people who are trying to make it, I had a while back, I had a so-called friend tell me, maybe you should just go get a job. Home Depot's hiring. And I'm like, you're like such an asshole. And for her mom paid for her shit. She got those, her mom gave her what she needed. And still to this day, if she needs something, she knows she can go to her mom. And so she didn't really build her business by herself with her own income. She had help. Me, on the other hand, I did this all on my own. And so, yeah, there's going to be times because I don't have something tangible that I'm giving you. What I'm doing is a service, okay? And it's based off of my word and every day showing up. The only way that this is going to fail is if I don't show up on a daily basis. But because in her mind, she's not seeing the grand finale, and I'm not in the same financial bracket as her, although she's living off of credit cards and loans that she's got to pay back. I'm not in that. You know what I mean? So we're not the same. So don't ever compare yourself or your business or where you are financially to someone else. Because at the end of the day, what is it? Don't ever try to, or don't covet or want to covet what other people have. They keep giving me these things the last week, and they only give me bits and pieces of it. So that's going to mean something to some of you. So, you've already been doing the framework. Stop worrying about what other people right now, her and I are not friends. From the moment that she said that, and from the moment that I realized that she was putting negative energy in my business, and then I saw her referring people to someone else. That was the moment that I realized I don't want to be your fucking friend. You're trying to pull me down, pretending that you're my friend, when she was the first person she came to when she needed help was me. Okay. So with that said, those types of people do not belong in your life. Get rid of them. Okay. Anybody. That's why it's saying, let go of other people's thoughts and opinions. It is time to embrace who you really are, regardless of whether or not other people can see that, okay? That's not for them. And look at that. We have this skull here. So we talk about let that die, let people go. If they don't believe in you, you don't need a negative spin on your shit. Let that partnership die. For some of you, you are walking away from partnerships. I do feel like for a lot of you, there is something within yourself, and I feel like intuitively you are being guided. You are being guided to something. And I feel like right now, because Uranus is all of a sudden, it's like these epiphanies. It's like all of a sudden you just get this oh shit, maybe that's what I should do. And then it's like, whoa, you just start running after it. Next thing you know, you're just really highly successful. I do feel like epiphanies is going to be, especially coming up, pay attention to the things that are happening, Maybe for some of you, it's time for you to move. Maybe, your business isn't needed where you are. Maybe there's 15 other ones. Doesn't mean that you are not going to be successful. Maybe it's just you're not going to be successful where you are. You have other people, not that anybody ever has competition, because at the end of the day, if this is something you were supposed to be doing, like, I am not in competition with anyone. I am not like any other reader. I'm not some foo-foo, love and light and everything's sweet and fine. No, I am very much a different type of a reader. I'm going to call you out on your bullshit, and I'm going to say it how it is. And I'm probably not always going to be the nicest person when I say it, but after I'm done, I'll give you a hug. Okay? So keep that in mind, you guys. We're not all the same. We don't all do the same things. And if you're being called to something, you are not in competition with anyone. You are not in competition with anyone. I've always had so many people tell me that, oh, well, there's already so many people who do that. Yeah, there's thousands of fucking people right here on YouTube that do these readings. So what? So fucking what? Who cares? What do we got here? 8 of Pentacles. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep putting your nose to the grindstone. He's already mastered his craft, okay? And he just keeps continuously chiseling away at his craft. Regardless, he sits there by himself on a daily fucking basis, and he just keeps going and going and going. And look at all these beautiful pentacles that he has created, okay? He's created these 8 of Pentacles. So I do feel like, if you're having a really tough time when it comes to money, just keep doing what you're doing, okay? What do we got here? We got the Judgment card. All right, so it is about, what are we going to do here? What is the final judgment? I feel like there is going to be a decision that needs to be made. And look at this. We've got the Hierophant here. So the Hierophant is all about listening to your intuition. The Hierophant is all about doing things in a very traditional fashion. For some of you, like I said, this could have something to do with a hierarchy, a banking institution. You could be getting some type of a loan. I do feel like also it talks about self-employment here, and the Hierophant, I feel like you are coming out of some type of conflict, not listening. See, with the 5 of Swords, this is where people are walking away. You're walking away from people. You're just like, I'm not even going to fucking fight with you. You may not have the same vision that I do, but it's not up for debate. It's not even up for discussion, because I'm in love with what I do. That's what the King of the Cups is all about. King of Cups is all about, I'm in love with what I do. Now, this King of Cups also could be someone who wants to come in and help you financially with your business. Now, listen, that doesn't mean that this is a person that's going to come in and take care of you, okay? Like, I feel like, that's the biggest thing is you have all these fucking, women nowadays who are waiting for somebody to come in and save them. They're waiting for somebody to come in and finance all their shit. And it's like, you come into a relationship and you see, oh, this person, there could be a judgment. Somebody could be getting some type of a financial win. And then you think that this person's just going to come in and spend all that money on you and take care of you. And they're your knight in shining armor. No, typically that's a retard in tinfoil. If somebody truly loved you or you really truly loved them, you would want to give back. I know so many fucking women who are just not putting their all into their own shit. They're not building their own legacy. They're doing half-ass shit, waiting for somebody else to come in and do it all for them. That's not gonna work, okay? That is not gonna work, because at the end of the day, it will be fleeting funds, and the universe will be like, okay, now you're both broke. Now what? Now what are you gonna do? Okay? So keep that in mind. Nobody's coming to save you guys. That's not how this works. So this is about you, not somebody else coming in to save you. This is about you. Get your ass to work. Since we are on I do see loans coming through. I do see if there is some type of a judgment, you could be in some type of a legal court proceeding. Okay. And what do we got? We got clean it up. This is the number 21. It is connected to the World card, but the clean it up is like, Start getting rid of stuff. Start also brushing up on your, on what you do. The cleanup. All right, here we go. Oh, I opened it right to the card. Okay. So the prosperity message says simple things like opening your mail, paying bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, and getting organized is what this symbol means when it comes to your work. Make time for yourself too. This card is a sign that you may be overburdened and overwhelmed. It's okay to say no. You'll prosper even more if you do. Sometimes it's okay to say no, because today I'm just going to do what I can do. Okay. I'm just going to continue to master my craft. I do feel with the King of Cups, God, my nose just started itching. So, excuse me. Wow, we've got the King and Queen of Cups. Yeah, but they're facing in different directions, okay? So with the King of Cups here, this talks about, really loving what you do, feeling emotional investment in what you're doing, okay? Because if you don't emotionally, that is one thing I will say that I love about the King of Cups showing up in like a prosperity reading is the fact that this isn't just for the money. This isn't just for the money. It's like I work really, really hard, but even though I work really, really hard, I love what I do. Even if nobody else can see my vision, I love what I do. God, universe can see my vision. I'm protected by the angels and spirit guides, and I feel like for some of you, it's almost like you're going to pick up an old craft, maybe something that you thought about doing in the past, but maybe somebody told you, that'll never work. You'll never, make anything of yourself by doing that. Dude, I'm telling you, I think you could fucking do anything. I mean, you look at Hawaii, and I call it Misfit Island for a reason. Any of you guys who are my age who watched Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the elf, he didn't want to be a toy maker. He wanted to be a dentist. And thank goodness that he ignored everybody who made fun of him, who laughed at him, who told him he would never amount to anything. And then he comes up against the abominable snowman. And he was angry, and he's, well, he had a fucking toothache, And thank goodness this elf went against what everybody else thought he should be. You should just fall in line. You should just be like everyone else. Just go get a job at Home Depot, Instead, he went off and did his own thing because he believed in himself. And because of that, the abominable snowman started help them decorate their Christmas tree. I know that's really random, but I had to go there. I feel like this is a mountain that you guys have had to climb, but I feel like you are climbing to the top of the mountain. And I feel like, it has not been easy, but it's almost like, I almost see that moose or whatever, I think it's a moose, yeah. It's almost like his flag, like I am here, I made it to the top of the mountain, I want the whole world to see. That's what I'm getting from that. I feel like we have the number 8, we have the number 20, and the number 5, actually 2 5s here. 5 is all about change created by outside forces beyond your control, and there's nothing you can do about it. I feel like you do need some type of a change. And I feel like by those of you who are wondering, should I just quit my job? No, I think that you need to continue chipping away at what you've been doing and believe in yourself. I think that, when you're having a rough bout, it's really hard for us to believe in ourselves when we're not seeing the financial accolades. At the end of the day, I really do feel, though, that you can be extremely prosperous if you just continue going on the journey. It says getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. Even if that's people that don't believe in you. Goodbye. There's the door. Don't let it hit you in the ass on your way out. Goodbye. Okay? Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? I think, the King of Cups here could, but I feel like it is up to you to truly believe in yourself. And I feel like when you're believing in spirit is going to believe in you. It's going to show you all the reasons why you just had to keep going, even though you couldn't see 2 minutes in front of your face. It says, be bold and confident. Use all of your resources to create your dreams. I do see that happening. I feel like for a lot of you, you are definitely using all your resources. I do see some keys here, so keys could be of importance. Maybe you end up with the keys to something. I just got somebody here starting a food truck, okay? I don't know why I got that, but I did get a food truck. Somebody here, okay, this is going to be very random. Somebody here is getting the keys to a cemetery. Maybe you're going to be working at the cemetery or running a cemetery. That's obviously only for a few of you. Maybe there was some type of conflict in the past and they got rid of it and now they're cleaning things up. I do see also, cleaning up your space, clearing out the clutter, and cleaning up what's in you that's holding you back. I also am getting blacksmithing. Maybe somebody wants to learn how to blacksmith. Somebody here getting a job at a bank. Somebody here getting a job at a corporation, starting a new corporation. I will tell you guys, that is no longer the trickle down effect, okay? What we're coming into is where the elites don't make all the fucking money and then it trickles down to everyone else. We're getting to a place where everybody's going to be able to make money. So keep that in mind. It's not just going to be one person over everyone else. I'm going to leave that here, you guys. Take what resonates, discard the rest. Like, share, and subscribe. It does help my channel grow. Also, I do accept donations. You can always buy me a cup of coffee if you are so inclined. Thank you to everyone who has. I really do appreciate it. It makes it, helps keep me motivated and everything that I'm doing. I put out a lot of content between here and all my social media platforms. So if you're feeling a little generous, I would absolutely appreciate that. Anyway, you guys, I want to thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you are interested in a personal reading, all my information's right down there. Love you guys all so much, and we will chat again soon. Take care.